again, just like what we did with the laundry when we cut that out, this is definitely not going to come out in one clean piece. So it will come out in pieces. It'll still be a nice straight cut, sure, but we won't be able to use this drywall over. And here we are back in the kitchen. You can see where I started running some of the pipes up to the attic and bringing it down behind the refrigerator. So I'm going to utilize that space up there. And now we've brought it all the way down to the back side of the refrigerator. And you see the holes that I've drilled here. Actually, there's one more hole to drill because one hole that I drilled didn't work out. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, kind of hit the corner where the drawer went, so I'm going to have to raise it up a little higher and or lower and make my cut again. And this is where that's where I'm going to feed the PEX pipe. And again, we're back in the laundry. You can see how tight that working in that laundry room is. There's really no room, so. And okay, I'm just kind of lining it out and getting my head where I'm going to run the pipes. And again, this water heater, I don't even know where they got this from and who even hooked it up. But anyway, we're back out into the hall bath. Sizing it up again. Remember the access here. I guess with that shot there that I just gave you, you could probably see a little more of how tight the little spot is that I had to work in to do that. And again, here we are with the towel. Things we do not want to mess with. And this is another tricky one that was on my mind as I was running pipes of where to relocate it, and I did come up with something. And you'll see it later. And you can see here I do have one of the pipes through. This is a 1-inch PVC pipe, which I will run the PEX pipe right through the middle of it. And the reason I'm doing that, just for safety reasons, and it doesn't tear up anything, you know, because we all put things in our drawers and in the cabinets, and I just didn't want anything to catch the PEX pipe was back there. So protecting it with a sleeve of PVC piping. Okay, here we have a roll of PEX piping. And the fittings that we are going to use, the connections, meaning the fittings, meaning the connections, the valves, and everything that connects to this pipe are Uponor fittings, also known as Wurzbow. So if you go to a supply house or anywhere you go to buy the PEX pipe, you want to use the terminology Wurzbow, and if they don't know that, let them know that it's for Uponor. The Uponor fittings is what you want with these pipe. And right here is the in the master room. That's where you're looking up into the attic, where I drilled a hole. This is where the main water line is going to come into the home. From the back side of here, which is the outside wall again. And here we go with the drop down ladder. And this wasn't a lot of fun running up and down this drop down ladder because it was in the most awkward spot that you can think of. Anyway, usually when I do go in the attic, I always bring a piece of 2x4 like this up with me. This 2x4 would allow, this plywood will allow me to lay it across the ceiling joists so that I can get a little more comfortable rather than straddling all the joists. And as you can see, you can see how tight the area is. This is a very tight and small attic. The highest point of this attic would probably be about maybe 4 feet, if that much. And if you look straight back there in the dark area, that's the area I'm going to have to crawl to. So I'm going to have to crawl up under this ductwork to get access over there so that I can grab hold of the main water line coming through and pull it back this way. So right now I'm just kind of clearing away so that I can get through there. And yes, they do have a lot of stuff in this attic. This was one of the most difficult repipe job that I've basically ever done. It was really difficult because of the size of the attic, and this particular day was a hot day, about 80 degrees outside, making this inside temperature probably close to 90, and then we had the humidity. So you're going to hear me breathing pretty hard and struggling up here because of the lack of oxygen and the heat. I would probably recommend this job for 2 people or 3 rather than just 1. I am doing this by myself, and it took me a week to do this. And I'm not pushing myself too hard. And the reason I've done this by myself so that I can focus and get as much video footage as I could and make it as clear as I could, possibly, so you guys out here, the viewers, can see exactly what's going on. And right there you can see the old galvanized pipe, and that little piece of white pipe right fitting is repair coupling. And this is one of the issues of why these pipes need to be changed out. They're starting to get pinholes, as well as the pressure decreasing because of the it's filled with so much calcium. This is years and years of buildup in these galvanized pipes. And we are in the Houston area. And a lot of Houston and outside surrounding Houston, you will run into a lot of older homes that do have a lot of galvanized. Even back in the 80s, they ran galvanized. I know you guys up there, up north, Midwest areas, that you started running copper quite a long time ago. But here they have ran a lot of galvanized in the 80s. And you can see that I'm slowly working my way to the back to get access to, actually right now I'm just looking to see if I can see the pipe. I can actually barely get back over there. Right at, you see that, I guess that's a 2x12 right here, right there. Right over this, I should be able to see the pipe, which I don't think I have it up far enough right now. So what I'm going to have to do is go back down. Yep, that's a lot of work. I'm going to have to shimmy myself back down and push the PEX pipe up so that I can get access and actually reach it and pull it from that spot right there, which you see that I'm looking at, where you see kind of a light spot there. And again, yes, I'm sitting here pausing because I am trying to catch my breath and cool down a little bit and not overheat and work myself. And making plans to shimmy my way back. The spot that I am in is so shallow that I'm more than just on my knees. I'm actually on my knees, and actually I even have to squat my knees just to get into that spot. But as I come out this end slowly, I start having a little more room to come up. Still quite tight, and all this stuff in the way is not helping. It would have been nice if I could have picked a a better job, easier, well, let me say easier job with a little easier access. But you know what? This is probably the best because most of you that's watching this, if you can deal with this, trust me, anything else is going to be a lot easier than this. And there's the furnace and AC unit all combined together right there with all this stuff. Okay, here we go. I've put duct tape on the end of the PEX pipe so that when I do push it up through the joist, nothing, none of the insulation or anything else would get stuck in the pipe. And I put the little curve on the end because we're right at the edge of the roof. So I put that curve on there so that it'll push up a little easier. And again, here we go to the drop down steps. And you see the steps just made the door. I guess now some of you can understand why a job like this might cost anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000, because this is a tight area to work in, and it's a hazardous job. It's a hazardous working in attics. For one, you can easily fall through. And it is a lot of stress trying to crawl through here. right there. You see that dresser coupling again? Okay, finally, I made it to the end to where I can catch on to the main water service that will be coming into the house. And this is going to be the main water service going straight to a manifold that I've made specifically just for this job. And of course, yes, I'm trying to catch my breath. I'll pull this as far as I can, and I'm sure it's going to get a little caught, so I will be running back downstairs to push it up a little more. So this is probably going to be one of the hardest parts of the job, is just getting this main water service through here. And this is 3/4 inch PEX, and I'm using the blue for cold to indicate the blue and the hot, the blue and the red pipes. Okay, you didn't need to see the rest of that, me just torturing myself. So I'm just gonna, I fast forward it to the spot where I want to get to. I'm still fighting with it a little bit, but it's getting to where I need it. And I shouldn't have to crawl back to the other end again. The only time I need to crawl back is when I start nailing the or anchoring the pipes down to the joists, the ceiling joists. You know, you never know what you're gonna find in people attics. Okay, now I'm just about where I need to be. A little bit further over by the steps. You can see over there to your right. See the opening. And that pipe right here, that's the gas line. So I'm real cautious of that, crossing over back and forth with that. It's really not a lot to worry about. It's black iron pipe and very sturdy. Now right here is where I need the pipe, right here. And this is the spot that I'm going to make all of my connections to my manifold. Again, also known as a mana block, a home run box, or a junction box. This is the where all of the water throughout the house is going to be distributed from this location once you see when it's put together.